Floorbot. A floorbot is a robot
that fell off the table.
No, that's level 4. That's phase 4. The floorbot is a robot that's too big for the table, and the bot that fits into that category. Actually, at the SV Ross meetings, Dr. Alan Fetterman has been showing us how to do the bot vac package, which Ralph got from Mike Ferguson. And so I'm connecting my computer right here. I've already made a map. And last month, I have a little routine that sends the robot from one end of the room to the other and back. But I'm just going to use RViz to do it this time. And bear with me here. Video. Are we having fun, huh? It's hard to believe it's already October. And this is our 15th. Let's see now. I may need some AV help here. Local audience camera. What I hit here? Presenter camera. We got some AV help here. Okay, so I'm plugged into the VGA. Bear with me, and I'm function. And this is what Alan was having a hard time with, right?
Yeah, it's gone.
Okay, well, let me try something. Present local input.
Yeah, trust me, it's gone.
It's gone? Okay, very fine. Okay, so we don't have a...
Show us the screen, I can see it from here.
Yes, I shall show you the screen here. Let me get my screen back. Okay, so... let me get Loco Joe up here. Loco Joe is Loco Mo's younger brother, robot. This is basically a Nito robot. It's a D3 with a turtlebot top. So I guess you could say it's a mock turtle. I've got ultrasonics to cover. Thank you for the additional the additional foot and a half. Anyways, hey Alan, the micro SD card does boot, works. I used it with my phone as a hotspot. I haven't actually logged into the Ubiquiti network yet, but this is cool. These are $35. Micro SD card. And put, this is Ubuntu with ROS. I just installed ROS on it, and I installed the bot vac package.
Rohan is the expert on, he made the SD card.
Rohan is the man. Thank you very much, Rohan. Yeah, this is a nice package here, which is in the dirt bin of the bot vac over there. And earlier, I drove the robot around with the teleoperation keyboard and using G mapping, grid mapping from ROS. I made this map, okay? And so now using this map, I can come up here and click 2D nav goal and click over here, point, press, and drag the orientation or direction I want the robot facing. And you'll see green path planning lines, and the robot now is navigating. Let's see if he makes it around that obstacle.
How good is your local cost map there? Can you see a 3/4 inch?
Yes, I'm keeping an eye on there, make sure he doesn't hit that spindly little sign leg there. I'm sorry, Mark, were you asking a question?
No, I said how good is your cost map detection, because, and it looks like it missed it. Yay!
Yeah.
Your question about my local cost map?
It is answered. It does see it, and it did
Okay,
work.
yeah, so here, for those that aren't familiar with RViz, ROS visualizer, it's all three-dimensional, okay? And I can zoom in on the robot. And you can see the LiDAR scans. It's like 4 inches high there. You see the LiDAR scans, okay? And you see the path plane line. Now I've been playing around with this. There's a couple of layers of ROS here. I've always been taught that the mapping and the navigating are separate, that's not really slammed, then is it? It's not simultaneous localization and mapping. Regardless, the G mapping has its own localization routine, so you can run the move base, which is doing the path planning, the green line there. That stool's right where I want to be.
Quick! Yay!
It didn't see that.
Didn't see it. You
Okay, so
snuck
I had to
it
modify the environment a bit.
over.
But you'll see the robot will look like so. So what I'm trying to say is there's a couple of components going on here: the mapping, the localization, and the path planning. And you can kind of mix and match this stuff. And so here I've gone, I beforehand mapped the room, I saved the map, I kill the G mapping routine. Be sure and save the map before you kill the G mapping routine, or you'll lose your map. And then you load in what we call the navigation stack, which basically consists of move base and AMCL, Adaptive Monte Carlo localization. It's its own flavor of localization. It's better than the localization that's built into G mapping. The localization that's built into G mapping won't let you set a pose in RViz. Something about how it publishes or something. But it's cool, depending on what you're doing, if you're in an environment and you know that there's unknown space that you need to explore later. There, you would use the G mapping and the move-based combination in your current known environment. And then when the door opened, the robot would navigate outside and it would begin to simultaneously map, and then you could navigate back through that space. And so I guess what I'm saying is the G mapping localization is better if there's unknown space that you know you have to explore eventually. But if it's all a known space, you're better off mapping it, saving it, loading in, using the AMCL, which is what I'm using here. So I've gone from one end of the room to the other, and I shall navigate back. And although this wasn't as fully automated as last month, where I just ran the Floorbot program and it autonomously went from one location to the other and back. The cool thing about this RViz, let's see if he makes it around that chair leg again. I'm optimistic because it's vertical, even though it is narrow in chrome. There it goes.
Here it comes.
Planner says it'll make it.
Yep, yep. Yeah, so this is fun stuff, and we're doing a lot with it at the SV Ross meetup. We meet the penultimate Wednesday at the Redwood City Tech Shop. And specifically, we're doing this stuff on the bot vac, but it's really open to the HBRC as its special interest group, but Ross has kind of become our special interest. Any questions?
A quick plug. You can see all these meeting times and so forth on hbrobotics.org, which is the club's website. So you can find this SV Ross meeting, etc., in the exact.
That's okay. So you see the robot is now navigating back to the space, and this is...
You can see it on the screen if you hold it. If you move
Maybe.
it on the pedestal. Just leave it on the pedestal. You can see it.
See what
I
happens.
don't think I have anything. Dude, this is just VGA now.
What good are you?
Well, the show's over, man. The show's over.
Yeah. Get the spotlight at the very end there.
There it goes. There we go.
Oh,
Yay! Okay, thank you. So here you see the map that I made, and you see the robot navigating in the map.
You see the podium.
So this is fun stuff, people. I mean, I built hundreds of robots, bump around and obstacle avoidance and stuff like that, but we're actually navigating now, and that's something different, okay? And so here's, you see the robot. I'm sorry, what again? Yeah, there's a Raspberry Pi in the dirt bin, and the API basically allows you to drive the wheels and read the LiDAR scans, and drive the wheels, read the LiDAR scans, read the odometry, and then that plugs into all the cool stuff that is ROS. Specifically the mapping, the navigation, the visualization routine. Yeah, you're basically using stuff developed for a $500,000 robot on a $400 vacuum cleaner. So it's pretty cool. So here we go. You see him in this corner, and I'm going to click my 2D nav goal. And I didn't mean to do that. Hang on a sec. I'm going to reset my pose. Oh shoot! Now it's messed up.
Just give it another go, it'll cancel the old one.
Thank you for that, Michael. Boom. But, usually if you don't click, you can come back here to interact and kind of pick up where you left off. But anyways, so he's trying to figure out where the heck he is.
There you go.
Now he has no idea where he is. I'm going to set his pose. I swear, you shouldn't have.
No, he's right on the right space.
No, he's there. That's where you are, robot. You see what I'm trying to do? I'm trying to set the pose of the robot. And then it keeps the same goal. And now he's going to get that corner. Okay, so now it's localized. Bear with me. I'm going to do what I wanted to do in the first place. So obviously this is the room. And I'm going to have it move right in front of John here. So I'll say pose estimate and right about there. Oh shit.
Clicks or something? The wrong button.
I meant to say goal.
Say gosh darn.
Gosh darn.
I meant to say goal. Anyways, so now he's
We'll take the seat.
well, he's path planning around all these ghost images. This is kind of a cool command here. Is raw service call move clear cost maps. Thank you.
That's your favorite.
Well, he's already cleared them all up. Anyways, that's pretty close. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. So, floorbots.
I go on.
David Crawley, ladies and gentlemen.
So, it's the Magni silver that I brought in on another robot yesterday. Just arrived from China that day, and as you can see, it's out of the box and it's running. What we have on this robot now is the some of the sensors that will come on the final thing. You got this sensor array here that'll be on silver. You've obviously got the camera, and then next week we will talk. Next time we'll talk a little bit about our super special gold sensor that is coming right up. As we've said before, it can carry 100 kilos. I'm actually more than 100 kilos. But you can see that the robot takes that
with you on it.
What's that?
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
Go around the room, Silver Surfer.
I'm worried about injury on that one. So yeah.
Hey, get Tony.
You've got Tony on video with a helmet on driving one of these things around. So
In the street.
in the street, that's true.
I was driving and Tony's never forgiven me.
So go watch the video if you want to see it moving with a person on it. But yeah, there you go, and it's ready to go. And it's just
Walk it from one end of the room to the other and back. I say it's good for Floorbot Challenge Phase 1, but Chris probably won't.
Yeah. That's a big assist. But it is
Hey,
awesome.
I
It
just
is
say you need
awesome.
to go from one end of the room to the other and back. That's all.
It's awesome.
It's not a contest. It's a show.
It is a show.
It's a show. Woo-wee. Look at that. That's awesome.
yeah.
See if David can make it.
That's right.
You haven't used cost map, or IR, you haven't used the ultrasonics to avoid
Drive it back this way again.
when you do that?
Move too quick.
Yeah. Pretty good
gonna have plenty of IR sensors.
All right.
Yeah.
Old sticker.
Ready?